You are the architect of your own destiny. Each day, you build the foundation of your future with every thought, every action, and every decision. The power to shape your life lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. I Am will talk about a profound truth. I am what I choose to become. Think about that for a moment. I am what I choose to become. These words hold the key to unlocking your potential, to breaking free from the chains of your past, and to creating the life you've always dreamed of. It's a simple idea, but its impact can be life-changing. You see, many people go through life believing they're victims of circumstance. They think their future is set in stone, determined by their past, their upbringing, or their current situation. But nothing could be further from the truth. Your past doesn't define you. Your circumstances don't control you. You are defined by your choices, by the decisions you make every single day. Consider this: every great achievement in history started with a choice. Every successful person you admire made a decision to become who they are. They weren't born successful. They weren't handed their accomplishments on a silver platter. They chose their path, and they walked it with determination and perseverance. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He didn't wake up one day as the inventor of the light bulb. He chose to become an inventor. He chose to keep trying, even after thousands of failed attempts. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the power of choice in action. Well, think about Oprah Winfrey. She wasn't born a media mogul. She grew up in poverty, faced numerous hardships, but she chose to become more. She chose to work hard, to learn, to grow, and to persevere. Her choices shaped her future. The truth is, you have the same power within you. You have the ability to choose your path, to decide who you want to become. But here's the catch. This power comes with responsibility. You can't blame others for your situation if you're not willing to make the choices necessary to change it. So how do you harness this power? How do you become what you choose to become? It starts with understanding a fundamental truth about human nature. We become what we think about most of the time. Your thoughts are like seeds. Plant positive, productive thoughts, and you'll grow into a positive, productive person. Plant negative, limiting thoughts, and you'll find yourself trapped in a cycle of negativity and limitation. It's as simple as that. But don't mistake simple for easy. Changing your thoughts, especially long-held beliefs about yourself and your capabilities, takes effort. It takes conscious, deliberate action. It's a skill you need to practice every day. Start by becoming aware of your thoughts. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself. Are they empowering or limiting? Do they push you forward or hold you back? Once you're aware of your thought patterns, you can begin to change them. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I'm learning to do this." Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," think, "I'm improving every day." These small shifts in your thinking can lead to massive changes in your life. But thoughts alone aren't enough. You need to back them up with action. Remember, you are what you choose to become. Choosing isn't just about thinking or wishing. It's about doing. It's about taking concrete steps towards your goals every single day. If you want to become a writer, write every day. If you want to become an entrepreneur, start working on your business plan. If you want to become healthier, make better food choices and exercise regularly. Your actions reinforce your thoughts, creating a powerful cycle of growth and improvement. Now I know what some of you might be thinking, but what about my circumstances? What about the obstacles in my way? It's true, we all face challenges. We all have obstacles to overcome. But here's a secret. Those obstacles are opportunities in disguise. Every challenge you face is a chance to grow stronger, to learn, to become more than you were before. When you choose to see obstacles as opportunities, you transform your entire perspective. Suddenly, problems become puzzles to solve. Setbacks become setups for comebacks. A time when you faced a significant challenge in your life. Maybe it was losing a job, ending a relationship, or dealing with a health issue. At the time, it probably felt overwhelming, maybe even impossible to overcome. But you did overcome it, didn't you? And in doing so, you became stronger, wiser, more resilient. That's the beauty of challenges. They force us to grow, to adapt, to become more than we were before. When you choose to embrace challenges instead of running from them, you're choosing to become a stronger, more capable version of yourself. But this journey of becoming isn't always easy. There will be days when you doubt yourself, days when you feel like giving up, days when it seems like the world is against you. These moments are crucial. They're the moments that define you. In these moments, remember you choose to become. You can choose to give up, or you can choose to keep going. You can choose to believe in your doubts, or you can choose to believe in your potential. The choice is always yours. Here's something important to remember. You don't have to make this journey alone. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support your dreams, who challenge you to be better. Seek out mentors who can guide you. Read books that inspire you. Listen to podcasts that motivate you. Fill your mind with positive, empowering messages. Think of your mind as a garden. You're the gardener. You get to choose what grows there. Will you let weeds of doubt and negativity take over, or will you cultivate flowers of positivity and trees of wisdom? The choice is yours. Failure. Many people let the fear of failure hold them back from becoming who they want to be. But here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every successful person has failed many times on their journey. The difference is they chose to learn from their failures. Instead of being defined by them, they chose to get back up every time they fell down. They chose to keep moving forward even when the path was difficult. Remember, failure is not a person. It's an event. You're not a failure because you failed at something. You only become a failure when you choose to give up. So choose to see failure as feedback. Choose to see it as a lesson, a stepping stone on your path to success. Another crucial aspect of becoming what you choose is taking responsibility for your life. It's easy to blame others for our problems. It's easy to point fingers at our circumstances, our upbringing, or the economy. But blaming others gives away your power. It puts your life in someone else's hands. When you take responsibility, you take back your power. You acknowledge that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. You can control your attitude, your effort, your actions. And those are the things that ultimately determine your success. Taking responsibility means saying, this is my life, I'm in charge here. It means stopping the excuses and starting to take action. It means looking for solutions instead of dwelling on problems. It's not always easy, but it's always empowering. Goals? If you want to become something specific, you need to have a clear idea of what that is. You need to set goals, but not just any goals. You need to set SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, say, I want to start my own business and make $100,000 in revenue by the end of next year. Instead of saying, I want to be healthier, say, I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months by exercising 30 minutes a day and cutting out processed foods. Specific goals give you a clear target to aim for. They turn vague wishes into concrete plans. They give you a roadmap to follow on your journey of becoming. This thing about goals, you're not set in stone. You grow and change. Your goals might change too. And that's okay. Remember, you are what you choose to become. If you choose to become something different than what you originally planned, that's your prerogative. The important thing is to always be moving forward, always be growing, always be becoming. Habits. Your daily habits are the building blocks of your future self. Every habit, no matter how small, is a choice you make about who you want to become. Do you want to become a healthy person? Choose to eat a nutritious breakfast every morning. Want to become more knowledgeable? Choose to read for 30 minutes each day. Want to become more productive? Choose to plan your day every evening. Small habits, consistently practiced, lead to big changes over time. It's like compound interest for your personal growth. A rate of improvement each day might not seem like much, but over a year, it adds up to a 30% improvement. Over 5 years, you'll be unrecognizable. But forming new habits isn't easy. It takes time, effort, and persistence. The key is to start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Choose one habit to focus on. Make it so easy you can't say no. Want to start exercising? Begin with just 5 minutes a day. Want to start meditating? Start with just 1 minute. As you build consistency, you can gradually increase the duration or difficulty. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's progress. You don't have to get it right every single day. You just have to get it right more often than you get it wrong. Over time, these small choices add up to big changes. Now let's address a common misconception. Some people think that choosing to become something means you have to completely change who you are. That's not true. Becoming is not about erasing your past or denying your true self. It's about growing, evolving, and becoming the best version of yourself. You don't have to become someone else. You just have to become more of who you truly are. It's about peeling away the layers of fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs to reveal the amazing person you've always been underneath. An acorn. An acorn doesn't have to try to become an oak tree. It already has everything it needs to become an oak tree within it. It just needs the right conditions. Soil, water, sunlight, to grow into what it's meant to be. You're the same way. You have greatness within you. You just need to create the right conditions for that greatness to emerge. So how do you create those conditions? By making choices that align with your values and your vision for your life. By surrounding yourself with positive influences. By challenging yourself to step out of your comfort zone. By learning and growing every day. Remember, growth happens outside your comfort zone. If you want to become more than you are now, you need to be willing to do things you've never done before. You need to be willing to feel uncomfortable, to face your fears, to take risks. But here's the beautiful thing. The more you step out of your comfort zone expands. What once seemed impossible becomes routine. What once terrified you becomes exciting. You become more confident, more capable, more you. The power of belief. What you believe about yourself, about your capabilities, about your future, has a profound impact on what you become. If you believe you can achieve something, you'll find a way to make it happen. If you believe it's impossible, you'll find reasons why you can't do it. Your beliefs shape your reality. They influence your thoughts, your actions, your decisions. They determine what you attempt and what you avoid. They set the limits of what's possible for you. The good news is, beliefs can be changed. Just because you believe something about yourself for years doesn't mean you have to keep believing it. You can choose to adopt new, empowering beliefs. You can choose to believe in your potential, in your ability to learn and grow, in your capacity to overcome challenges. How do you change your beliefs? Start by questioning them. When you catch yourself thinking a limiting thought, ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have for this belief? What evidence do I have against it? Often, you'll find that your limiting beliefs are based on outdated information or false assumptions. Then start looking for evidence that supports a more empowering belief. Have you ever succeeded at something similar? Have you ever surprised yourself with what you were capable of? Has anyone else with similar circumstances achieved what you want to achieve? Finally, act as if you already believe the new empowering belief. This might feel fake at first, but remember, your actions shape your beliefs just as much as your beliefs shape your actions. As you act in alignment with your new belief, you'll start to see evidence that supports it, which will strengthen the belief, creating a positive cycle of growth and achievement. But your just another important is not a solo expedition. Yes, the choices are yours to make, but you don't have to make them in isolation. In fact, trying to do everything alone can often lead to burnout and frustration. Seek out mentors who have walked the path you want to walk. Learn from their experiences, their successes, and their failures. Ask for advice, but remember, the final decision is always yours. A mentor can guide you, but they can't walk the path for you. Build a support network of like-minded individuals who are also on a journey of growth and self-improvement. Share your goals with them. Celebrate your successes together. Support each other through the challenges. Having a community can provide motivation, accountability, and encouragement when the journey gets tough. Remember, the people you surround yourself with have a huge impact on who you become. As Jim Rohn famously said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose your company wisely. Seek out people who inspire you, who challenge you to be better, who believe in your potential. The importance of patience and persistence. Becoming doesn't happen overnight. It's not a single event, but a series of choices made consistently over time. It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work, even when you can't see immediate results. Building muscle. You don't get stronger after one workout. You get stronger by consistently challenging your muscles over time. Your personal growth works the same way. Each choice you make, each action you take, is like a rep in your personal development workout. It might not seem like much in the moment, but over time, these choices add up to significant change. This is where many people falter. They make a decision to change, they take action for a few days or weeks, but when they don't see immediate results, they give up. They declare that it doesn't work, that they can't do it, that it's not for them. But they're giving up just when things are about to get interesting. Real change takes time. It takes consistent effort. It takes faith in the process. You have to trust that your choices are making a difference. Even when you can't see the results yet, you have to keep going, even when it feels like you're not making progress. You remember the bamboo tree? For the first 4 years after it's planted, you see no visible signs of growth. But in the 5th year, it suddenly shoots up 80 feet in just 6 weeks. Was the bamboo doing nothing for those first 4 years? No, it was developing a complex root system that would support its rapid growth. Your personal growth often works the same way. You might not see immediate results, but if you keep making the right choices, keep putting in the effort, you're building a foundation for explosive growth. The power of visualization. Your mind is an incredibly powerful tool. It can't always distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you visualize yourself as the person you want to become, when you imagine yourself succeeding, you're programming your subconscious mind for success. Take a few minutes each day to visualize yourself as the person you're choosing to become. See yourself in vivid detail. How do you look? How do you carry yourself? How do you interact with others? How does it feel to be this version of you? The more real you can make this visualization, the more powerful it becomes. This isn't just feel-good nonsense. It's a technique used by top athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and high achievers in every field. When you consistently visualize success, you're more likely to recognize opportunities that align with your vision. You're more likely to take actions that move you towards your goals. You're programming yourself for success. Now let's address a common fear that holds many people back, the fear of judgment. When you start making different choices, when you start becoming someone new, not everyone will understand. Some people might criticize you. Some might try to pull you back to who you used to be. This is normal, but it doesn't have to stop you. Remember, other people's opinions of you are none of your business. You're not responsible for what they think. You're only responsible for being true to yourself and your vision for your life. Their judgment says more about them than it does about you. Often, when people judge your choices, it's because your growth reminds them of their own unfulfilled potential. Your courage to change highlights their complacency. Don't let their insecurities become your limitations. Use their skepticism as fuel for your fire. Prove them wrong by becoming exactly who you choose to be. Remember, the only approval you need is your own. Are you proud of the choices you're making? Are you becoming the person you want to be? That's what matters. The opinions of others are just noise. Learn to tune it out and focus on your own inner voice. This journey of becoming is not always a straight path. There will be twists and turns, ups and downs. There will be days when you feel like you're making great progress and days when you feel like you're moving backward. This is normal. This is part of the process. Think of it like climbing a mountain. From a distance, a mountain looks like a smooth slope to the top. But when you're actually climbing it, you realize there are valleys and ridges. Sometimes you have to go down before you can go up. Sometimes you have to go around instead of straight up. But as long as you keep moving, keep making choices that align with your goals, you're making progress. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. They're not failures. They're feedback. They're opportunities to learn, to adjust your approach to become even better than you originally planned. Every setback carries within it the seed of an equal or greater benefit if you have the wisdom to find it and the courage to use it. The importance of self-reflection. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of where you're going and why. That's why it's crucial to take time regularly to check in with yourself. Are your choices aligning with your goals? Are you becoming the person you want to be? What's working well? What needs to change? This isn't about beating yourself over mistakes or shortcomings. It's about honest, compassionate self-assessment. It's about recognizing your progress, celebrating your wins, and identifying areas for improvement. It's about reconnecting with your vision and renewing your commitment to becoming. One powerful tool for self-reflection is journaling. Take a few minutes each day to write about your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences. What choices did you make today? How do they align with who you're choosing to become? What did you learn? What do you do differently tomorrow? This practice not only helps you stay on track, but it also creates a record of your journey, months or years from now. You can look back and see how far you've come. You can remind yourself of the challenges you've overcome, the progress you've made, the person you've chosen to become. Now let's address a common pitfall in comparing yourself to others. In this age of social media, it's easier than ever to fall into the comparison trap. You see carefully curated highlight reels of other people's lives and feel like you're falling behind. But remember this, You're not in competition with anyone else. The only person you need to be better than is who you were yesterday. Your journey is unique. Your starting point, your challenges, your goals, they're all unique to you. Comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20 is not only unfair, it's counterproductive. It can lead to discouragement, self-doubt, and giving up on your dreams. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, last month, last year. Are you making progress? Are you learning, growing, becoming? That's what matters. Your only competition is yourself. The power of gratitude. It might seem counterintuitive when we're discussing becoming something new, but gratitude for what you already have is a crucial part of the journey. Why? Because gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It changes your energy from scarcity to abundance. And from that place of abundance, it's much easier to grow and become more. Each day, take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. Be grateful for the lessons you've learned, the strengths you've developed, the person you're becoming. This doesn't mean you're settling or that you don't want more. It means you're acknowledging your progress while still moving forward. Gratitude also helps you maintain perspective when faced with challenges. It reminds you that even when things are difficult, you have resources, strengths, and experiences to draw upon. It keeps you grounded and resilient as you continue on your journey. Now, let's discuss the importance of taking care of yourself along the way. Becoming requires energy, focus, and resilience. If you're constantly running on empty, you won't have the resources you need to make good choices and take consistent action. Self-care isn't selfish. It's necessary. It's about maintaining your physical, mental, and emotional health so you can show up as your best self each day. This includes basics like getting enough sleep, eating nutritious food, and exercising regularly. But it also includes activities that recharge you mentally and emotionally, whether that's reading a good book, spending time in nature, practicing meditation, or enjoying time with loved ones. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself isn't a luxury. It's a crucial part of becoming who you choose to be. When you're well-rested, well-nourished, and emotionally balanced, you're in a much better position to make good choices and take effective action. Address another important point. The power of your words, which the language you use, both in your self-talk and in your conversations with others, has a profound impact on who you become. Your words shape your thoughts, your beliefs, and ultimately your actions. Pay attention to how you talk about yourself and your goals. Are you using empowering language? Are you undermining yourself with negative self-talk? Instead of saying, I can't, say I'm learning to. Instead of I have to, say I get to. These small shifts in language can create big shifts in your mindset and your results. Also, be mindful of the promises you make to yourself and others. When you say you're going to do something, do it. This builds self-trust and self-respect. It reinforces your identity as someone who follows through, someone who becomes what they choose to become. The importance of celebrating your progress. Too often, we focus solely on the end goal, overlooking the small victories along the way. But those small victories are what keep you motivated and moving forward. They're evidence that you're making progress, that you're becoming. Did you make a difficult choice that aligns with your goals? Celebrate it. Did you step out of your comfort zone? Celebrate it. Did you learn a new skill or overcome a challenge? Celebrate it. These celebrations don't have to be big or elaborate. They can be as simple as acknowledging your progress, sharing your success with a friend, or treating yourself to something you enjoy. Celebrating your progress does two important things. First, it reinforces the positive behaviors that are helping you become who you choose to be. Second, it keeps you motivated for the long journey ahead. Remember, becoming is a lifelong process. There's no final destination where you can say, I've arrived. There's always room for growth, always a new level to reach. Celebrating along the way keeps you energized and committed to the journey. Let's address a common misconception. The idea that becoming who you choose to be means you'll never struggle or face difficulties again. This simply isn't true. Challenges, setbacks, and difficult emotions are part of the human experience, no matter who you become. The difference is in how you respond to these challenges. As you become the person you choose to be, you develop greater resilience, wisdom, and inner strength. You learn to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. You develop the confidence to face your fears and the perseverance to keep going when things get tough. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate struggle from your life. The goal is to become someone who can handle whatever life throws at you with grace, courage, and determination. It's about developing the strength to not just weather the storms of life, but to dance in the rain. The importance of flexibility in your journey of becoming. While it's crucial to have a clear vision of who you want to become, it's equally important to remain open to new possibilities and directions. As you grow and change, you might discover new passions, new talents, new aspects of yourself that you want to develop. Don't be afraid to adjust your course as you go. This isn't about giving up on your goals or being inconsistent. It's about being responsive to your own growth and to the opportunities life presents. It's about being willing to become even more than you initially imagined. Think of it like planning a road trip. You start with a destination in mind, but along the way you might discover interesting detours or scenic routes that enhance your journey. Remaining flexible allows you to make the most of these discoveries while still moving in the general direction of your goals. Let's address another crucial aspect of becoming: the power of consistency. It's not the intensity of your actions, but the consistency of your actions that leads to lasting change. Small, consistent steps in the right direction are far more effective than sporadic bursts of intense effort followed by long periods of inaction. Think about learning a new language. You'll make much more progress by practicing for 15 minutes every day than by cramming for several hours once a month. The same principle applies to any area of personal growth. Consistent daily choices aligned with who you want to become will transform you more surely and more permanently than any quick fix or crash program. This is where the real challenge lies. It's easy to be motivated and take action when you're feeling inspired. But what about on the days when you don't feel like it? What about when you're tired, stressed, or discouraged? These are the moments that truly define who you become. In these moments, fall back on your habits and routines. This is why it's so important to establish positive habits that support your goals. When you have strong habits in place, you can keep moving forward even when your motivation is low. Your habits become the bridge between your intentions and your actions. Remember, becoming is not about perfection. It's about progress. You don't have to make the perfect choice every time. You just have to make good choices more often than not. Over time, these choices compound, leading to significant transformation. As we near the end of our discussion, let's talk about the ripple effect of your choices. When you choose to become the best version of yourself, you're not just changing your own life, you're positively impacting everyone around you. Your growth inspires others. Your courage gives others permission to pursue their own dreams. Your success shows others what's possible. By choosing to become the person you're capable of being, you're contributing to the betterment of the world. You're adding your unique gifts, your particular brand of excellence, to the collective human experience. Never underestimate the power of one person choosing to become their best self. It can start a chain reaction of positive change that extends far beyond what you can see. In conclusion, remember this. You are what you choose to become, not what others expect you to be, not what your past says you should be, not what your fears tell you you're limited to. You are what you choose to become. This power of choice is both a gift and a responsibility. Use it wisely. Choose thoughts that empower you. Choose actions that move you forward. Choose to believe in your potential. Choose to persist in the face of challenges. Choose to learn from your mistakes. Choose to celebrate your progress. Choose to become the very best version of yourself. The journey of becoming is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Every step you take, every choice you make, brings you closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. And here's the beautiful truth. There's no limit to what you can become. As long as you're willing to learn to grow, to stretch beyond your comfort zone, you can keep becoming more. So what will you choose to become? The power is in your hands. The potential is within you. The future is yours to shape. Choose wisely, act consistently, and watch in amazement as you become more than you ever thought possible. Your journey becoming starts now with the very next choice you make. What will it be?